onwards to Berlin. Wow, what a lovely guy. This is Luke Jones the other way from the sunny city of Kursk. Luckily I'm not on my own here because I've got Oksana, native of Kursk, who's going to be showing us around.
Hello everyone, welcome to Kursk.
Right, let's go. Why we're in Kursk today. It's not just to see Oksana. World War II, it's a pretty big deal in Russia, as it is to a lot of Europe. The thing is, growing up in the West, what we learnt about World War II was quite different to what Russians were taught. We learnt about the Battle of Britain, about the D-Day, Normandy Landings, and maybe at the end of the textbook you heard a little something about the Battle of Stalingrad, the Leningrad blockade, and that really was about it. But there was a massive tank battle that took place just outside Kursk, more about that later. Didn't even know anything about it until we came here, 1943. So, we're gonna go and see it all. Fitting that in Patriots Park we've got a tank and a whole bunch of artillery left over from the Second World War, because this wasn't just the site of any old tank battle. This was the largest tank battle that's ever taken place in history and was one of the turning points of World War II. Hitler never tried another offensive after this, so we come here to remember it. And Oksana?
My great-grandfather actually took part in this battle too.
Wow, and he survived?
Yes, he lived until he was almost 90 years.
Wow, that's impressive. Okay, obviously a lot of people didn't, and this is why Kursk has so many memorials to them. We'll be going out to check a few more. So Oksana, what's this behind us?
This monument was given to us by Vladimir Putin.
Personally? Wow, what a lovely guy! Recently, Kursk is known for a submarine that sank on the 12th of August 2000 in the Barents Sea. It was actually built up in the north of Russia, but was named after the famous tank battle here in 1943, and there were people from Kursk on board. I can remember I was on holiday in Cyprus at the time, and it was headline news round the world. Nobody knew what was happening, and unfortunately everyone on board, including people from Kursk, died. So this is a memorial to those who lost their lives on the submarine just over 20 years ago. Well, that's enough war memorials for a day. So, are there any pubs in Kursk, Oksana?
Of course, yeah, we are in Russia.
Silly question. Okay, can you take us to one or two?
Yeah, let's go.
Let's go. I hope this isn't Kursk's idea of the equivalent of the Blue Oyster Bar, but it's only one way to go and find out. Cheers, guys.
Waiting for you in Kursk.
Go. As I mentioned yesterday, no actual battles took place in Kursk itself, although the city was razed to the ground during the war. To get to the memorial where the action happened, we got to go for a drive. Took place about 100 clicks south of Kursk, just about to hit Belgorod. Fantastic, imposing monument, typical of brutalist Soviet architecture. This is where it all happened, back in 1943. Onwards to Berlin, or maybe Belgorod. We made it here using a slightly novel model of transport, and we've got Natasha here who's going to be showing us around Belgorod.
Welcome to Belgorod!
Hey! The square in Belgorod might not be the largest one in Russia, but it certainly comes close. Look at it, it's massive. One thing you didn't really ever see anything of was memorials to people who died in the Soviet-Afghan war between 79 and 89. But now finally they're being remembered. You never have to go far in Russia to find a tank, plenty in Belgorod. Cheers, here's to Belgorod.
Cheers!